over the course of the last 15 years, being a stay-at-home mom and figuring out this budgeting lifestyle and what that looks like for a family of 5, this video today is merely what we do not buy, 20 things that we no longer buy in this current season right now. I want to talk about random like TV streaming subscriptions. One of the first things to go was Disney Plus. We no longer have a subscription to Disney Plus. We also no longer have a subscription to Netflix. Those are 2 streaming services that we have canceled because just in those alone, I think we were paying right around $30 a month. Doesn't sound like a lot, but when you take this whole list of 20 things and you add that up over the course of a month and your month budget, it's incredible how much money really you can save and put somewhere else, like maybe a family vacation or towards your grocery bill or a backpacking trip or whatever. We also do not have any extras when it comes to Pandora. We do not have any extras when it comes to Spotify. I know there's Spotify Premium, there's Pandora Premium, or whatever they call their version of that. We do not pay for anything ad-free, extra, above and beyond. We have just the basic Pandora. We use YouTube, whatever's on YouTube Music that is free to stream. Let's talk about monthly subscription boxes. Okay, these can look and take various forms. When it comes to myself personally, there was a season where I did the makeup bags and I did those for a little while. It was like $5 or $6 a month. And in an effort to simplify my life, when I first started this whole process of just simplifying things and decluttering all the extra junk, I found that every time that kit showed up, there was usually maybe one thing that I used. Maybe one thing. The rest of it was junk. I didn't use it when I was decluttering all the crap in my bathroom. That stuff was the first stuff to go. Give it away to someone, give it to someone who's gonna use it. I didn't use it. I just thought, oh, for $5 or $6 a month, there might be something fun that comes in the mail that I might absolutely love that I didn't know about. Well, that wasn't the case, actually. It didn't happen. And all that went to waste and it was money thrown out the window for nothing. On the homeschool side, we also no longer have any current craft subscription boxes. I am a homeschool mom. I have 3 boys. I know the crafts and the subscription boxes and all the things are so much fun to do when they come already available and ready for you. However, this is just not a season where we're doing that. We're going into summer. We're going into a more active time in our life in general. At this point in our life right now, all the extras are what I'm trying to get rid of. And those homeschool subscription boxes are wonderful. They're wonderful for so many things and in so many ways. But when it comes to our finances and when it comes to just the extra stuff that I'm trying to clean out, those are one thing that had to go. The next one is health related. So I could have done this in categories, which I probably should have done, but my brain does not work that way. So I just made a list and I'm just gonna read off the list. The next one, the seed probiotics. I was taking those for a very long time. I loved them, probably 6 months I've been taking those. But what was happening is if there's a day or 2 that I forget to take them and then they auto charge, right? I get billed automatically and then here's a whole new bottle of pills when I still have 2 unopened bottles in my cabinet. I am the world's worst at remembering to take something every single day, except those things I know that I cannot miss, like liver supplements. Yes. I take liver capsules and I could go on and on about that in another video and I just may, but I do take liver capsules and those are a non-negotiable, has to be done every day. Probiotics, I tend to forget that. But what happens is I'm paying, I don't even remember how much it was, $49 I think a month for this subscription for probiotics for myself and probiotics for my kids, which yes, your health is worth investing in. But listen, I have a whole cabinet full of stuff because we are not the best at taking it every single day. So I'm paying for something when I already have a cabinet full. Cancel that subscription, use up what we already have that I've already paid for instead of paying to get more and I haven't even used what I have. You see where I'm going here? Probiotic subscription had to end. That was a monthly subscription, something that I was buying, something I was paying for, something that was taking money, funds out of our budget, that it was like, nope, time to go. It's gotta go. We can't do this anymore. This does not make sense. This is not logical. If you are new to our channel, we are avid outdoors people, outdoorsmen. We hunt. We are a hunting family. And with that, this isn't always the case, but right now we do not buy meat. We do not have to buy meat, which is huge. God completely filled our freezers this last hunting season and we have not had to buy meat. So as of right now, when I'm filming this video, we are getting ready to grind up more sausage. We make our own breakfast sausage and we also make our own ground burger. We have steaks, we have all the things. So we have a freezer full of meat from what we have harvested this past year. Thank you, God. We are so grateful for that meat. It is unlike anything, and honestly, best source of meat that we could possibly have. When you're living on a budget, when you're trying to pay attention to where your money's going and the grocery budget, all the extras, meat is a huge, huge chunk of that expense. And I am so, so, so grateful that as of right now, we are not having to buy meat in the stores unless there's a random wild hair that we want to throw in a pork chop or we want to throw in some chicken breasts, right? For the most part, our grocery budget does not consist of buying meat, which is huge. Another thing I want to talk about really quick in the form of simplifying all the things, I've shared with you guys in the past that I'm trying to just simplify all of it. I'm trying to minimize all the extra stuff I have. We live in a 1,100 square foot home and we do not have a garage, so very limited storage as far as where we can put all the things. And I was finding that I started collecting seasonal things. So I would have throw pillows and blankets that were just for Christmas. I would have throw pillows and blankets that were just for spring. And then I would change them in the fall because I want to change it out to match all the fall colors. Not anymore. I am no longer buying seasonal blankets, seasonal pillows. It stays. My home decor, for the most part, stays the same. Huge expense for a lot of moms in the world that we live in where things get changed out so frequently. Some of us probably store it from one season to the next. I don't have the room to store it. So what happens is I will buy something, keep it out for a little while, then I don't like it anymore. So I go buy something else that I like that looks better. But as far as like changing out my decor frequently, like I used to do, I have settled down big time. And that is a huge, huge money saver. Seems like so many things are so disposable and I am guilty of doing that myself. I love change. I love to change decor. I love to repaint my walls. I love to change up throw pillows and make things fresh. Something I've held true to for quite a while now. And that was something I had to share because that was normal for me to have different colors of pillows and throw pillows depending on the season, and no more. I no longer go overboard with home decor and changing it out for the season and decorating for all the things. I don't do that anymore. And that has been a huge money saver for our family and a space saver because I'm not having to store it. There's no reason to store a whole closet full of seasonal blankets and seasonal pillows. There's just no reason. If you have the room, that's awesome. And if that's your thing, like totally, by all means. But for me, for our family, for our budget and living within our means, the way we choose to live, that was something that had to go. No longer buy all the fancy candles, all the fancy scented seasonal soaps from Bath & Body Works. No, like I broke up with that like 3 years ago. I do have some creams and things that I would love to share with you in a future video, which I may do. If you're interested in like a favorites video, let me know because I do have some things that I would love to share, but I just don't feel like they fit here. So as far as favorites go, I've got some things, but I don't go overboard on facial creams and makeup. I'm very basic with makeup. I use the same 5 to 6 products every single day on my face. I don't use a ton of extra creams, actually. I really have fallen in love with tallow and just putting tallow on my face. My lotion is coconut oil. I use a big jar of coconut oil for my lotion. Very minimal when it comes to my body and like products that go on my body and creams and makeup and treatments. Now, I just want you to know, I do get these baby girls up here covered. They are coming in hot and fierce and wild and free, and I have to tame those bad boys sometimes. When it comes to manicures, pedicures, yes, I'm a woman and I love that stuff sometimes too. It is a very special treat. I have an annual Mother's Day trip with my mom and my sister where we usually go get a facial or we get a massage, whatever we pick, and that's kind of our treat. And there's nothing wrong with doing things that you enjoy and treating yourself in different ways that you find pleasure and enjoyment in. That's not the point of this, but in my personal experience, there are things that in the world we do that eat away at our finances. And there are just things that I would rather spend that money on. Or it works. I'm a pretty simple mama. I'm a pretty simple woman. I do like some treats and fun things every now and then. Earrings, let's talk about jewelry, okay? You see my jewelry, the extent of my jewelry. 2 rings and these earrings. You probably will see these earrings and have seen them in every video that I've uploaded recently because I find one pair that I love and they are the ones that I wear. I don't have a jewelry box full of all kinds of things that never get worn. I have like 3 basic pieces, and that's the extent of my jewelry collection. I am very, very simple when it comes to that, and I am intentionally simple. That's the way I want it. That's just me. It's who I am. Let's talk briefly about clothing. When I started this minimalist journey, I remember I filmed my whole closet overhaul because I totally redid my closet and got rid of just about everything in my closet, with the exception of our seasonal stuff. We live in a place where there's 4 seasons, so I need all my snow gear. I need my big jackets, I need my big snow pants, I need beanies and gloves and all the things, but I also need all my summer stuff. I need all the boots for winter, but I need all the other stuff. I need all of our camo for hunting, but I need my shorts and my tank tops, right? So I did this whole overhaul, and I was gonna share it with you guys. I filmed it. I still have not shared it for whatever reason. I need to do that because I think maybe it will encourage some of you mamas to keep things really simple too, if that's where you are leaning, if that's what you're looking for, if you're hungry for that. I think it might encourage some of you, but I need to get on that. But in that whole video, the point of that is I simplified my closet, and then I realized I really truly wear like 5 staple pieces all the time. 5 pieces. Like I have 5 different shirts I rotate through, and probably 5 pairs of like jeans, skinny jeans, leggings, whatever you want to call them. And that's it. And it has been so eye-opening to me once I simplified my closet to truly see how little we actually need, right? I like to feel cute just like the next woman. I like to dress nice. I like to dress comfortable. I like all the things. I am a princess, but I'm also a mountain mama. Like I will be a princess and I will be your hippie. I will be both. Like that's just me. It's really, when we go on an anniversary date, my husband and I, we usually have one night where we are out in the overhead in the wilderness, and then we spend one night at a fancy motel. I like the best of both worlds. I can do it all. I love all of it. I love both sides. When it comes to my closet, it's the same. I have a few dresses, probably 3 or 4 dresses that are like my staple dresses, my staple shirts, my staple pants, and that's it. So when it comes to all this cute fashion for spring and all the new trendy things for a new wardrobe for spring, I'm looking for maybe 1 or 2 staple pieces that I can have that are gonna get me through spring and summer before I come into fall and transition my wardrobe again. I've learned so much just from simplifying my closet, you guys. I really, truly have. How much stuff I have, how much excess I have, and what I was actually utilizing, like what I actually use. Because here I have all these clothing pieces, and still I go in there and I'm like, yeah, I don't need that. I haven't touched it for 3 months. Once you start, it just is like a snowball thing, and it's so much easier to get rid of stuff. It really, truly is. I found that to be so incredibly helpful for me, and keeping that in the back of my mind when I'm shopping, when I'm out and about with girls, when I run in to find something cute to wear for Easter maybe, or whatever it might be, like I want to love this piece of clothing. And if I don't love it, if I don't love everything about it, if I'm not comfortable in it, I don't want it because it's gonna sit in my closet. I'm not gonna waste money on it. So really being mindful about the pieces that I'm buying when I'm shopping, and being mindful about how many times am I really gonna wear it? Am I really comfortable in this? Or am I gonna be picking and pulling and tugging? Or is this something I really will wear? No longer buying all new clothing as soon as you see it hit the stores has helped our budget in more ways than I can even count. The next thing I have for you is totally not about clothing. It's totally not about wardrobes. I'm gonna take it for a spin here and go back to homeschooling. When we first started doing unit studies in our homeschool, I was buying all the books that were recommended on the book list. You guys, what was wrong with me? Something was seriously wrong in my brain to think that that was normal. I don't need all these space books. I don't need 50 books on space that we are gonna complete and move on, and then my kids are probably never gonna look at them again. I don't need 50 books on all the presidents, to do with a government course. I don't need all these books. We have so many resources at our fingertips now. You can watch people read books out loud on YouTube. You can listen to audiobooks. You can get them from a library. Like, there are so many options truly that we have. The last thing I need to be doing is spending so much money on all these books that my kids are gonna look at once. And I wasn't buying them from thrift books. Like, I know there are used book sites out there that are incredible for those books that you love and you really want to have in your home. For us personally, for our finances, for our goals, there is no good that is being done by me buying all new books for every unit study that we do. That is ridiculous. I have quit that. It's been about a solid year and a half since I have gone and purchased a huge chunk of books for our homeschool library. I have not. I have stepped back on that big time. And if we rent a book from the library, if we see one read that we absolutely love and I know we want, I will then purchase the book. But I'm done buying all the books that go in a suggested read aloud box for some unit study we might be doing. Like, I love them. I find them so incredibly helpful, but there is no logical reason for me to buy all of them when I no longer am purchasing all these books, which then snowballs into finances, which snowballs into we have more space in our homeschool area. We're not covered with all these books that we're not even using, and then I feel guilty for buying them. It's incredible. It really is incredible how many resources we have. There is no need to purchase all of them. If you want them and you love them, yes. But all of them? No. And how many of them did we actually really read? Not very many. You know, from here on out, if I share something with you, if I have a physical copy of a book or something, it's gonna be good, because this mama ain't wasting money on something that is not going to hold incredible value in our home. Storage baskets. This is a funny thing. We need to buy all the cute baskets to store all of the things. I'm gonna tell you what I do with the cute baskets and why I no longer buy storage baskets, okay? You know what I do with storage baskets or cute baskets that we can put in different places? I put stuff in them. I stuff them full of stuff. Why not just get rid of the stuff that's in them and move on? Save money. Don't buy the storage basket. I'm not talking about the super cute pantry organization stuff. However, I think that's incredible, and that's probably goals for me someday, but not right now. Not gonna happen. Not when kids are in the house. It's just not. I'm not naturally a lover of all things organized. I love when it's done, but that's not my gifting. I am not gifted in that way. However, when I have extra things to shove things in, I'm gonna shove things in them instead of just getting rid of the stuff. Let's talk briefly about memberships, okay? Memberships to clubs, to organizations, to the Discovery Center, to the zoo, all these extra things. The only membership that we actually have to anywhere is my membership to the gym. And it's $35 a month, which is still kind of like, as it gets nice, I love running outside. I'm a runner. I love to run outside. So that might just be a as needed basis. No shame in any of this if you do it. Again, this is just our family, our home right now. I want to talk about cleaning services while we're talking about this, because there was a season in my life a couple years ago where I was really busy with my online business, which was shirts and hats and tumblers and all the things. Super busy to where I could not sustain everything I was doing. I was stretched everywhere. I could not sustain it, right? So I hired a friend who has a cleaning business to come into our home. Came and cleaned our home once every other week, and that was such a huge blessing to me. Such a huge blessing to me. Yes, it was worth the money. There are times that I still wish that I did that. I am a homemaker. I'm home every day, but I also have other things that I'm doing and other things that I'm tending to. And I feel truly, if this is one area, we're talking right here about things I don't spend money on, that is one thing I would totally spend the money on all over again. Yes, I have boys who do chores. Yes, I take care of most of it myself, but there is something so sweet and so incredible about coming home into your home and it all being clean. It's incredible. It is so, so, so incredible. It was such a gift to me to be able to do that for a season. So all this to say, if any of these were things that I'm telling you we no longer buy, I would trade, if we did, any one of those to have my house cleaned again. The stuff that doesn't get done all the time, cleaning the windows and all that. Yes, we're able. Yes, my boys and I, all of us here in this home are able and capable, but that is something that we did for a season because I was stretched so thin and everywhere that it was such a blessing to our home and our family. So I want you to know I'm coming at this from both ends. Seasons in our home where I needed that extra help. And it was such a blessing to me, and it was something that was so worth what I was paying for. So know where I'm coming in all of this. Like I've been on both sides. And when you're looking at your finances and when you're wanting to be mindful about where your money's going, you have to do that. You have to weigh what is worth it. Is this worth it? At that point in time, it was. It was extra. I was making the extra. I can make it work because it was worth it. Right now in this season, no, things have slowed down in this season right now for a hot minute. So I'm able to pick up extra around the home, right? So seasons change. The last thing I want to share with you is no longer buying excess, no longer buying in excess of silverware, dishes, plates, hand towels, bath towels, letting go of the excess. When you no longer feel like every time you're out and you see a super cute hand towel or a super cute rug for your front door, no longer needing and feeling the urge to buy those things, but being comfortable and okay with what you have in your home, maybe change them out once every 6 months. If you have 6 hand towels, yes, we only have 6 hand towels right now. That is incredible. Never have I ever been able to fit all of my hand towels in my drawer in my kitchen. I'm not kidding. That was something that I saved so much space on, but also it's like a snowball effect, right? I saved space. I'm also saving money because I'm not buying seasonal hand towels anymore. I'm not buying all the seasonal things and in excess. So no more of the excess hand towels, the excess decorations, the excess with silverware, and all the things that we do not need. So that's it. I'm gonna stop right there. That's my list of 20 things that we no longer buy in our home to help us save money, to help us be able to put our funds in places that serve us and our family better, and also take care of some of the noise and the chaos and the clutter that's happening around the home because of the extras that we are buying. So that's what I have for today's video. I hope this video encourages you and maybe kind of sparks some interest in your life if you're in a similar season as I am. No shame in any of it. Like, we all are living different lives. We all are living in different circumstances. My battery totally died on me right there. However, we'll see you back again for another video very soon. Bye.